We all know Omnisphere, right? And we all know it's kind of expensive and stuff, but do you know what DUNE 3 sounds like? Do you know the sounds that it has? Do you even know what plugin it is? Welcome to this new video, because in this video I'll be trying to show you guys as much as I can about this plugin called DUNE 3. I'm gonna start straight away with the video. I loaded an instance of DUNE 3 right here. If you're a beginner and you see all these knobs right here, it maybe looks a bit difficult. I'll explain as much as I can to you guys, so by the end of the video you'll have the same knowledge I have about all these plugins. One of the things that I like most about this plugin is the sounds that it has, and in particularly the arpeggiators or ARPs. Okay. I like to call it ARPs, but you know what I mean. So if we just go through the sounds, it sounds very good to me. So take a listen to this. If I play, for example, regular chords, something like it's pretty good quality. If I go, for example, to another instance or another preset, like these sounds, if you have Omnisphere, like whether you bought it or whether you got it on some other type of way, if you have Omnisphere, you kind of recognize these sounds sound a lot like the Omnisphere ones. Maybe not the same, but this plugin is way cheaper than Omnisphere. If you're looking for a reliable plugin that kind of like is affordable for you to also has high quality sound, I think this one is perfect. Let's just try to make a melody real quick.
A few moments later.
Alright, I finished making the melody and this is kind of what it sounds like. It's very basic, pretty basic chords, and then you have a simple counter melody, but it's good enough for us to find out what you can do with all these sounds. So let's go to DUNE 3 again. If you go through the presets one more time, you can kind of hear what kind of sounds they have. So take a listen. If I take, for example, another key, I like this a lot. Like, it's in my headphones, so I'm not sure if I'm hearing the right thing, but as it sounds right now, to me, I like it a lot. What you can do with all these things, like if you go, for example, to the filter envelope, if you just started out making music, you'll see these things on almost every plugin. I think every synthesizer plugin there is. Basically very simple. This picture right here portrays it. The attack is basically how soft you want the note to hit, kind of, like, if that makes any sense. The decay is, I'm not sure how to explain it, but kind of like the echo, that's how I portrayed it. Like, the sustain is kind of like how long the note holds after the decay, and the release is after the sustain. Like, if this makes any sense to you, I hope it does. And if you go back to the notes and listen to this melody, to me, like, in my opinion, it's a bit too ambient. So if you just decrease the decay a bit, this sounds better to me, in my opinion, because you got more space for other sounds to add if you want to. And we can go to more sounds even, like if you want to hear more sounds, what's in DUNE 3. Like, you got many crazy sounds that's in there. And what you can do also is you have these low pass filters right here. You got another filter if you want to add right here. You got the cutoff, like to what extent do you want to add the filter to the sound. That's basically the cutoff knob. Right here you have the waveform. You can even play around with how you want the waveform. So me, I've never really done this a lot, but it kind of makes sense. If there's something sharp, the wave sound is kind of sharp, if you understand what I mean. Yes. Let me give you an example about the waveform. How I feel about it is kind of like if the waveform is looking kind of roundy and soft, kind of like the sound is also soft. Like, take a listen to this. This kind of round, the waveform, but if you change it, it's way sharper. Like, you can hear it's way sharper. And this is also a thing you can do with playing around with these sounds. Like, if you have too many sounds that are way too soft and you want to have like a lead that stands out, you can change the waveform to make it kind of sharp, if that makes sense. Kind of stands out way more compared to the other sounds in your beat or in your song. Also, like, these are all things you can do with this plugin. Like, it's very versatile. I will not go into too much depth with all these knobs because yeah, I also don't know everything about it, and I think it's kind of too difficult if there are beginners that are watching. But the most important thing, I think most people just want to hear as many sounds as they can so they can like make a decision whether they want to purchase the plugin or not. What I was talking about in the beginning is DUNE 3 has crazy arpeggiators, I think ARPs, like you know what I mean. If I play for example just one note, I put it right here, and that's basically it. Take a listen at this. Like, or even this, hold on. Like, it's literally just one note, and DUNE 3 has these ARPs which like you kind of have like the whole fundament of the beat kind of already done if you play only one note. And this is also very good like if you have chords playing. If I play there's so much difference if you play it without the ARP and with the ARP. Like, it's a whole lead, it does not take too much of the melodies, like, so the artist has a lot of things or a lot of space to do anything. And like these ARPs are crazy. I can show you guys a bit more. Hold on. Like this one for example, it's crazy. Like there's so much like it feels like it takes a lot of space, but it leaves enough space for other sounds or for the voice of the artist as well. There's so many things you can do with this plugin, like it's crazy. Plugin itself, it costs like $159 I think, or euros, I'm not sure. But compared to Omnisphere, in my opinion, it's like a huge difference, especially if you take into consideration like the sounds. They're not bad, like it's a pretty good plugin in my opinion. I'm in love with the arpeggiators in this plugin, and you can do so many things with it. Let me know what you guys think about this plugin. If you have it, if you don't have it, how do you feel about the sounds that I show you? I hope I helped you guys enough by making this video, and until the next time, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in another video probably next week. Alright, I'm gonna start straight to like it costs like maybe having